Right, no more of these cup competitions. Let's focus straight on the league. And with that, we've got 2 league matches for you right now. Hey, it's Mike, manager of Chorley here in the Vanarama North League, and we'll give you a little bit of an update of what has happened since you last with me. We have been very much up and down throughout. We lost to Manchester United in the FA Cup that you saw was with us last time, and then we went and lost against Gloucester 1-0. And then Brackley we won in the FA Trophy, and then drew them in the league, our next game over. Then we turned around with a 2-0 win over Curzon Ashton, who is near the bottom of the league, and a 2-1 win over Boston United. I thought, maybe this hiccup is over with. And then we lost to Wrexham, who is in the league above us, in the FA Trophy 5th round, knocking us out of there. But then came back and beat Bradford just barely 1-0. And again, they're near the bottom of the table, so that was disappointing. And then a disappointing 1-0 loss to Chesterfield, where they scored in the 85th minute. And I mean, we didn't play particularly well. You can see some 6.4, 6.3s in the form there. And then Alfreton, we were up 1-0 in the 15th minute. And then again, late in the game, had it tied up in the 76th minute. And we played a lot more games than what I said we were beginning to play, but the Hereford match got postponed to a waterlogged pitch to here, and I figured it was probably the best match to show you because they were at the top of the table when we left off last time. And if we look at the table now, they are sitting in 5th, so they've dropped, but we've also dropped into 4th with some of our poor form that's been going on here. Some other things that has happened, I have gotten a new contract, a new 2-year contract here at Chorley, with a slight raise of, I think, £4,000 raise. So I'm now sitting at £68,000. The other thing is Elliot Newby keeps getting injured. Basically, he gets injured and he's out for a while, and then he comes back and plays a match, and then the match after that he gets injured and is out for a little bit, comes back, plays a match, gets injured. He's out for 48 weeks now with sprained knee ligaments. Do I have his history? Before that, he was out with a twisted ankle, tight hamstring, groin strain, and so tons of injuries for him. He's just constantly injured. There's got to be, doesn't even say injury prone on his weakness, but that is what happens. So he keeps getting injured. The other thing is Jacob's loan is getting ridiculous here. So I have loaned Matty Jacob here from Hull, and the loan, it says to play him at a left back, full back role. And I admit at the beginning of the loan I was playing him more as a wing back, and so once they notified me, I've started playing him in the left back. And every 2 weeks, Hull tells me, why aren't you playing him in the fullback? Why aren't you playing him as a fullback? And I have been. And they keep complaining about it. So he might get recalled, and whatever. If he gets recalled, he hasn't been that great. He's picked it up a little bit in the last bit, but hasn't been that great here. So we are playing Hereford today. I'm going way back to get to my... Nope, it's not letting me. Wouldn't let me do my little thing here, but this is how we are lining up today. We have Irwin and goalkeeper, Jacob playing fullback on the left, as his loan has said, as he's been playing. Okay, Lewis Baines and Captain Scott Leather in the centre back, Hall on the right hand side there. Tomlinson is playing in our defensive midfield role. Booty and Ingwesen there. Actually, I'm going to swap them again because they play better that way. Hudson's playing out right for the injured newbie. Shenton out in the left. And Hall is going to play up front because he's been complaining about not starting matches. So we'll give him some matches to start. And also thing to note is Calvelli is back from his injury and has played a couple matches for us off of the bench. And he's been all right coming in. So that is the team that we are playing with today as we go and play Hereford, who is right behind us in the league. and hoping for some better performances than we have seen from our side as of recently. And we are off here at home playing a positive mentality, and so far about 15 minutes in and we don't have any highlights, which has also been kind of a theme of how the game has been going as I've been playing today. Just not lots happening. We haven't been generating nearly as much as we have been in the past. And here we can see that Hereford is already gotten some more attacking opportunities, actually hitting the net, but we still have a higher XG. But we have our first highlight half an hour into the game as Hereford is coming at us. But Hall will pick it up at the back and come in and gets a shot blocked, but he remains in possession. Shenton with a shot, but not enough power behind it, and the save is made. Our first highlight comes from us with the attack, and the match continues going on. And it seems like we're getting a little bit more of an attack going here, but not enough for a highlight again, and we come up to a pretty boring first half, and we need to see some more from our guys here. Hopefully we will be popping one up in the second half here. Most of the goals of the games have been coming in the second half of the ones that I've been playing recently, and unfortunately it's been mostly for the other side, and it's been scoring late. But we'll see if we can get one here and keep our spot near the top of the table here, and sitting in third right now. But it looks like Halls has gone down with an injury, so Adam Henley is going to have to come in for him now. And looking at forms, I mean, it's just a whole lot of average is the problem here. So I am going to actually take off. Tomlinson's not been good, so we're going to switch Booty around and Gwesson around, and in will come, not Harry Cardwell, Mike Calvelli as well. We'll make the couple of subs here. See if we can get something going. We're also going to move up to attacking, because we have been, well, fairly close in our attacking stats between the two. And still nothing happened. Hall has not been proving that he deserves to be in this team thus far. And so Cardwell's going to come in, despite some tired players going in, see if we can get something going. But it looks like this game is just going to peter out. Oh no, we do have a highlight. Henley going into Calvelli. Ingwesson gives it away, but Shenton will come back and pick up the interception. Back into Ingwesson. To Cardwell, out to Shenton, who will put it in the net. In the 84th minute, we finally get our first goal. One of the few highlights of the game, but we are up 1-0. And I tell you, since you were last with me, this has been really the story of the game. If we're winning, we're scoring in these 80th minutes. And if they score here to tie it up near the 90th minute, then that really is the story of how this has been going, because often the game gets tied at that point there. But we have a good save from Irwin as they shoot out from long there. And I think we are going to be able to close this out with a 1-0 win. Great ball by Cardwell. He is proving why he is always starting ahead of Hall, because Hall just has not done anything when he is up there, as he helps hold up that ball to get the assist, and we get the win. Next up for us, we have got Leamington coming up. Alright, just a few changes for the match against Leamington. Really the only changes is Henley's coming into the right back. Hall is okay, but he did take a little bit of a knock, so we're just going to switch him out there just to be safe. And Cardwell is going to come in for Connor Hall, just because Connor Hall was only at 6.5 last time. And Ijuole will make his first start for us out on the left, to give Shenton a little bit of a rest. Shenton will probably come in a little bit later in the match, just for fitness reasons here. And that is what we are going to line up with against Leamington, who is sitting at the bottom of the league as well. Well, not at the direct bottom. They're sitting at about 19th here. So it should be a match that we should win quite handily. But we have not been in the greatest form, so there is a chance that they could take something off of us today. But we do have Cardwell up front, and there's always a good chance when we have Cardwell up there. But so far it has just been Leamington with the attacking chances thus far, with 2 shot attempts, 1 on target, but still just a .09 in their XG, and we finally get an attack, it looks like here. But again, a long period of time with no highlight. And finally we have a free kick here. Tomlinson will kick it in, and Baines will head it over the bar. Baines, again, has been good at getting his head on to set pieces, but not hitting the net with any of them. I believe they go over the bar pretty much every time that he does. But we had a little bit more of an attack there, but still nothing much happening. We're going to bump up to an attacking mentality here, and hopefully that will put a little bit more highlights of us attacking. But at half, still a whole lot of nothing going up. Our XG quite high, but nothing happened on. I'm going to say I'm not happy with your performance out there, and hopefully we get a little bit of a spark to get something attacking, some energy going here, because this has been going to be a real short episode with this lack of highlights we've been having, and just nothing has been happening here. Finally, another highlight. Henley will throw it in Nguesson, back out to Henley. He'll cross it in, and Iwaje gets pushed over, and Harry Cardwell is going to take the penalty. So he'll step up to put us up 1-0 off the penalty, hopefully, and he does put it up in the top of the net, pretty much down the middle, but we are up 1-0 against Leamington, and that's going to put us up into second place right now, as he scores the 59th minute on a penalty. And as we come into the 70th minute, or just before, we are going to make some subs. Jacob has not been very good. Surprise, surprise. And so we are going to bring Connor Hall in, but we are going to... Nope, not Connor Hall. That's wrong. Andy Hall's in, but swap him around with Henley. And Regan Booty has also not been very good, so we'll bring in Mike Calvalelli in there for that, and go from there for our subs. Nguesson's getting tired now, but still nothing really happening, and so we will bring some freshness in by bringing in Miller for Nguesson there, and see how that goes. But I mean, if it holds out as it is, then at least we are winning 1-0, just off a penalty though, so still a disappointing performance against a team fighting against being relegated here in the league. But we do get one as a 1-0 win off of a penalty kick. I'm going to say we got away with one there, because we were poor and we'll have a tougher time against bigger sides there. Yes, that was a disappointing performance, but I mean, we're sitting in second, just on goal differential. We're only 1 back on that, and so we've kind of climbed our way back up into our normal spot of that top 3 position after having a dip in form recently. So at least that is something to go off of, I suppose, and move forward with here as well as we move past this day. Hey, it's my birthday, March 7th, my birthday here in game time. But let's see where we will come back together here. As we scroll all the way down here, we do have Darlington at the end of this month, who are up there with us. But you know what? I think we will come back for Fylde, our local derby again, and York, who have been consistently quite up there in that first position. And then after that, we probably will come back maybe for the end of the season, depending what things look like. But we will be back together here for the derby against Fylde and against first place York, and see where we are sitting at that point. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's video, though there isn't very many highlights, but we're moving along in this series. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.